A personal story shared by Governor Noem continuing to make waves across the nation. In her upcoming book, Governor Noem describes shooting a 14-month-old puppy that she says was misbehaving on a hunting trip, killing several chickens and biting Governor Noem's hand.
First Alert investigative reporter Beth Warden checked in with animal shelter leaders about dog behavior and has more now on whether this incident could lead to any legal issues.
Sometimes the fairy tale of owning a dog and the reality don't match up. Almost Home Canine Rescue Director Katie Day says help is available for families struggling with pet behavior.
There's a lot of options, so it all depends on exactly what the behavior is. I would say our absolute last and final option ever for any animal is behavioral euthanasia.
Some owners will find guidance, make the suggested changes, and keep their pet in hopes of improvement.
And our job is to help keep those animals in the home and give them the resources they need to be able to do that.
But some simply cannot keep their pet.
They had a child and the dog's not fitting or the cat's not fitting. They've moved to an apartment and the dog was used to having a big yard to run in.
Pet rescues will ask questions to ensure the dog and the home are a proper fit.
There's many dogs that don't like other dogs, and we find them a home without another dog. We find it a home that doesn't have kids or isn't going to be having kids in the home.
In most cases, a breeder requires in writing that if things don't work out, the breeder should have the dog returned to them.
Especially a reputable breeder is going to have that in their contract that animal comes back to them for any reason.
There are resources to give a pet a second chance at life,
so that we can find them a home instead of euthanizing them or doing something worse.
It appears Governor Noem's admission will not get her in legal trouble. I spoke with the Attorney General's office, which says the act itself is not up for legal review because of the length of time since it happened, saying, quote, the Attorney General's office has no jurisdiction on an incident that occurred a reported 20 years ago and well beyond the 7-year statute of limitations. In Sioux Falls, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.
Sioux Falls Area Humane Society Executive Director James Oppenheimer issuing a statement saying, quote, the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society does not condone anyone using the death of any animal for publicity or political gain. Oppenheimer says the shelter is available for anyone who needs to surrender their animals regardless of the situation and welcomes donations in Cricket's memory.